All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, man. Hopefully, the Most High House is a blessing all day. Hopefully, by His mercies, we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High House's body too, and naturally alive. And I want to get into this, man, because a lot of times too, because we just today we've been talking about the beast and the no, even like with false prophets and like the false Christ things and nature, because I don't really, because honestly, man, like focus on like life, not like and that's something like in the word that I was kind of like even now, even more so now, like as more as the Most High House shall revealed the gospel witness testimony to me this small and other people as well. It's That's more to focus on, not what other people are saying or teaching things that nature. But even with that, right? um because honestly, man, because with Yahushua said in Matthew 24, man, and like when many false Christ and most like and somebody says Christ is here and there he is, man. Honestly, are people because you know how many people to this day now proclaim to be Messiah and this and that, but it's like really like what are you if they're not preaching the gospel with his testimony, how they like to have your faith strengthened, man, then that's really is what it is, honestly. Because most people that do that, man, it's just cult reasons and like different things. That's another story for another thing too. This like they want the following or cult or people to worship them, things of that nature. But even with the beast, man, that's how the beast is going to be. But but the main thing is that Yahushua came and fulfilled and came to fulfill the book already, man. But we just gonna kind of get into that, man, because cause I was just thinking about this the other day, honestly. Because I was watching Brother Semi Firstborn, shout out to him, and watching one of his older videos, and this was scriptures where I don't know why this popped. Isaiah 28 had popped, in my brain, but let's look at this real quick, man, because Matthew 24 in verse uh, uh, 23, it says, "Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Masha, here is Christ, or there, believe it not." So let's go for verse 24. "For there shall arise false Christ and false prophets that should and shall shew great signs and wonders." See, then we just talk about signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible to see the very elect, man. But see, let's say like verse 20. I mean verse 23 again. It says, "Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, Christ is here is Christ, or there, believe it not." So see that, but let's go to Isaiah 28 real quick, man, because then Yahushua say, "Lo, he comes in the volume of the book." So let's just get into this real quick, man, because Yahushua came to fulfill the book already, like so that's why like it's saying "Lo here, lo there," but we read through him throughout the book, honestly. So it's not even lo here, lo there. He's here, little there, little. He's all throughout the book. So let's get Isaiah chapter 28, verse 10. "For precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little." So see that precept upon precept, man. What's the point of us reading this, man? Because y'all shouts all throughout the book, man. So like, because most of the time that people that say that, honestly, like they're not even like talking about the gospel, witness, or testimony. Like they're not even preaching about like how they don't even say like how they come in the volume of a book. They're just saying that like how they are the Messiah, pretty much, man. Because he was talking about the book of Clarence, honestly, and that's what even read the book of Clarence. So later on, Clarence will believe that's the Isaiah 29 and 24. But he wasn't even teaching like how. He was just doing it for for following, because he wanted to be somebody. That's what the majority of people are going to do. But it's going to be different with the beast, honestly, man, because the beast is going to be like the serpent, pretty much, man. He's going to be so nice with the word. It's going to be possibly deceive the very elect, man. So pretty much, man, because like the brother Assembly Firstborn said, man, the biggest way to to get people is that you have to mirror that thing, honestly. You don't have to mirror the word. That's how they're gonna get people. But that's why we always talk about the gospel witness testimony here, New Covenant here, because Yahushua fulfilled the book already, man. So that's why in our faith we be strengthened. So like if we live during that time, like we don't get caught up in that, honestly, man, because as a word you even say, because listen, man, because it's gonna be Eve all over again, man. Honestly, that's why we're Eve, because it says, then it say, no, let's get Genesis 3 real quick, because it said that and we're gonna talk about that Eve again, but not in a different aspect though. But because then they say the serpent was very subtle. It had skill. It was crafty. Honestly, so it's gonna be the same thing all over again, man. It says Genesis chapter 3 verse because he tells you the end from the beginning, man. That's why I wear Eve, honestly. Verse Genesis 3 verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh had made. And he said to the woman, hath Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. So yeah, exactly. So then Eve, she decided to work back to him. But that's why listen. Just like Eve, then we have the word and then follow after it, man. So that's just what it is, man. But pretty much going back to the point, honestly, man, that's why it says low Christ here, low Christ there. Yeah, Yahushua comes in the volume of the book. He's here, little there, he's here and there, and all throughout the book, man. So, because let's get to Psalms and Hebrews, man. Then we're gonna close out. Psalm chapter 40 verse 7. It says, then I said, lo, I come in the volume of the book is written of me. Exactly. Verse 8. I delight to do thy will, oh my God. Yea, thy law is written in my heart. So yeah, the words were written within him. And then how shall I say, I came not to do my will but the Father's will, man. Because he had to do that since the foundation of the earth, man. He was slain from the foundation of the earth, man. But let's grab this Hebrews real quick and then we're gonna close out. So yeah, man. That's just what it is, because that's what that Galatians says what it say, man. I don't care who. No, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that again. The verse Hebrews chapter 10 verse 1. It says, then I said, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O Yahweh. Exactly, man. So let's get this Galatians 1 real quick. So, and we're going to touch on this in another aspect, Lord's will, another time. It says, exactly, yep. Galatians 1 verse 8. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. So yeah, the Most High House is saying, Paul's saying right here, man, I don't care who it is, man. Me, any of these apostles, any prophet or any even the angels, somebody they coming from with a different gospel, man. You don't even listen to that, man. Honestly, because that's why a lot of people that claim to be Yahushua, I got somebody on my mind. I ain't gonna mention the name. Don't give them too much. But there's many people that do that every day, man. Honestly, do that, man. A lot of them they're not even preaching the gospel, man. A lot of them don't even for honestly know what the gospel is. To be honest with you, man. They just do it for for power's sake or occult sake or get a following or the Most High Yahshua kind of put, hey, that's why it is. It's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Lord, because Most High Yahshua put it on their mind to do that, man. He blinded them to believe that, man. So that's what it is, and they wanted that, so he gave them up to their own desire. So it's just a lot that goes into that, man. But point is, man, that that I really want to see how we really want to show, we really want to point how the Most High Yahushua comes in the volume of the book, man. So it says, if somebody says always says that too, lo here Christ here, lo Yahushua's there, man. We just read Isaiah here a little, there a little, or how Yahushua's all throughout the book. That's why there's no book of there in the scriptures, man. There's no book of of Yahushua, man, because the whole book is about him, man. Like the brother somebody first one said the other night on the class, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So much love to y'all brothers and sisters. So peace.